Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Hometown Hero. We've got some great games for you today. We've got a league game and then we've got the Southern League Cup semi-final against AFC Dunstable, a team that you just watched us beat last episode. This gives us a great chance of making a final in our first season of the save. Now, whether we can actually make it, I don't know, because as you'll see, not everything's going to plan. We have played 6 games since you were last here for the 3-1 win against Kettering. We've lost 3 of them, including 3 of 4, and we're having a little bit of a wobble. Now, we are a little bit back on track in terms of we've won the last 2 games, although both of them only by the odd goal, but things are starting to look a little bit on the up. Us and Histon are having a who can bottle this season more campaign. Histon currently winning. They're on a pretty bad run themselves. We'll take a look at the table in a second. But after that Kettering game, we lost 2 in a row. We lost 2-1 to Fm17 Peter, like ridiculously mid-table team, 14th or something. 1-0 up to the 90th minute. They scored twice in the final 2 minutes of extra time, 91st and 92nd minute, and we lose 2-1. A game in which we pretty much comfortably dominated from what I remember. Let's just take a look. 24 shots, 7 on target, 12 off target, 3 off the woodwork, 5 clear-cut chances, 7 half chances. We lose 2-1. We got FM'd. Then, after that disaster, we go away to Barton Rovers, another not very good team in this league, get battered 4-1 after going 1-0 up inside 3 minutes. Elliot Bailey with a hat-trick. Connor Calcutt gets another one. We get around 4-1 in another game. I don't think we did quite as well in this one. No, we got, in fact, we got battered. All right, so after that disaster, we faced Oxbridge, and finally, we came out on top in a game. 2-0, Danny Clifton, Callum McAllister get a goal. Danny Clifton still doing pretty well. He's still trundling along. Roy Lee and Danny Clifton saving our season pretty much. So we finally win a game. You think maybe we've turned a corner again. Maybe that's the end of the bad spell. A bad spell of 2 games would be a pretty good bad spell as far as they go. But nope, we lose again, 2-1 again. Roy Lee again scores, 9 minutes this time, which was actually an equaliser. Dean West scores in the 8th minute. We conceded an 84th minute penalty, lose the game. So that's, of these 3 losses, 2 of them have been lost in the last 10 minutes. So finally, we've righted the ship a little bit. A 1-0 win against Petersfield. Roy Lee again with the goal. And a 3-2 victory against Kidlington. Danny Clifton gets 2 of them. A Ben Love own goal for the 3rd. Finally, we seem to be righting the ship a little bit. But today's a big test because Egham aren't very good in the league. They're 16th, but these are exactly the kind of teams that have been beating us recently. Kidlington we beat, they were 8th. Petersfield we only just beat, they were 22nd. They may even be last. Potters Bar, mid-table, I believe. Uxbridge, 12th. Barton was something like 18th or 19th. So these are the teams that we haven't been doing very well against. Following that, we have the semi-final against AFC Dunstable. Now, this is big because it could be our first final of the save. AFC Dunstable were the easiest team we could have got in the draw as well, technically, because they are in our division, whereas both the teams in the other semi-final are from the Premier Division. Although we proved against Kettering, that's not necessarily a massive hurdle. It is helpful to play against a team that we know, have faced before, and know we can beat, because we beat them to 3-1, only last episode. But first we've got to get through this Egham game. So here's the team we're going to play for Egham today. Usual, really. Smith at the back. Stamp, Cox, Roberts, King in midfield. Cox has had to skip 2 games due to suspension. He's picked up 10 bookings since joining us already. We've got Muscat and Hood in midfield, alongside the newly named the Murphin Man. The Murphin Man, the Murphin Man. Do you know the Murphin Man? Who plays in Calthorpe Park. Doesn't really roll off the tongue, but that's what we're going with. We've got McAllister in the AM spot, and we've got Clifton and Lee up top as normal. I believe Fleet have enough quality to see off Egham. The absence of Callum Webb, Cameron Pirrie and Alex Tomlinson will also hit Egham hard. We're not really missing anyone big, so that's good. We are massive favourites as well. If you look at the league table there, we're top. Histon's 2nd, and they're actually 4. I hadn't seen that. They're actually 4 points behind us now as well. Our little 2-game winning run is benefiting us massively. Histon bottling it No win in 3 games, only 1 win in 5, 3 draws. So they are still picking up points, which is keeping them in touch. But they are starting to fall away. That Aussie team that were third, by the way, look at, they're down in 11th. They went on something like a 7 or 8 game losing run. Took them completely out the league. Petersfield, that we only just beat last game, 22nd. Aylesbury, 21st now. Aylesbury United creeping all the way up into 17th. There's that Dunstable team that we beat last episode and have to play again next. So they're still struggling. They haven't won in 5 games. So I mean, hopefully we can take that into the. See, that is interesting as well. When we played the Dunstable, they were on a 5-game unbeaten streak minimum. Now they haven't won in 5 games. Well, that bodes well. Oh, so they're playing the 4-1-2-2-1. Favorites for a reason. Go out and dominate the match. I'm gonna go. Oh no! Oh, disaster! Oh, can I turn this around? No. Oh man, Muscat is not enjoying that one. Okay. He's got the Smith has gone for the shorts today. I think he regretted the decision to wear the pajamas to work last episode. The Murphin man, the first, he's wearing the captain armband still. Where's she gonna get some? No, that like we play some really, really just garbage balls. Corner comes in from Stamp. We're only 2 minutes in, and it's cleared. Muscat's gonna go back for it. Can we keep the pressure on? Muscat sort of forcing himself into. There's no one forcing you down there, Muscat, and he's giving the ball away to Pamment. Pamment brings it away, plays it into Moore in the middle, who is in because Roberts has had to come across to cover. Oh, Cox, sorry. Cox gets a great tackle in, though, and it breaks for Stamp, who then plays it into McAllister. What a spin from McAllister. Plays it up to Clifton, and we're away. He plays it out to King. We're down this right-hand side. Plays it back into Muscat. The Murphin man, the one-touch. See, Murphin man here is just completely involved because he knows I have to keep saying his name. That's going to squeak through to Lee, who buries another one. Again, in off the keeper. The classic in off the keeper goal, of which probably 20-odd of his 26 goals or whatever it is have come this season. He's figured that the goalies in this league, if he tries to aim it, he will hit the post or miss. So if he powers it at the keeper, it is going to go in. That's just the rules of this league. But that's Roy Lee with his, I think that's his 15th league goal of the season. Not a bad return for someone who started off relatively cold. But Pamment's got it up here. We're only 25 minutes in. Smith has completely whiffed that. He's got to get back in goal now. Pamment with the cross again. Smith claims it at the second time of asking. Dangerous play by the young goalie. That's a long kick, though. Can we break out again and see? Go straight to Delamere. That's a very exotic name for this division. Into Daly. Turner. Great tackle by Muscat. Look at the mud, man. I kind of wish that my pitch was a bit better than this. The long flick over to Lee. This is where he hits the post. Oh, no. Norris actually makes a save. Oh, that's a rare beast. Muscat's going to go back for it. And it fades away. We're dominant here again. 26 minutes in. King with the throw and plays it into Clifton. Where can he go down the wing? Is he going to go back? He is going to go back to King. Plays in the cross. Oh, Lee was there, but he's not getting anything. Pamment is getting too much space for crosses. There's space down the wing again as McAllister plays the ball into King. And that's in the Lee. There's no way he was going to miss that. That is a great goal for Lee. That's his, I don't even know what that is. 27th of the season, 16th in the league, 28th of the season. Great ball by McAllister, spotting King. A good cross in. And there's no way Lee is missing from there. Straight at the keeper again. Through the keeper's arms. 2-0 up. Haven't even let Egham have a shot on goal yet. That is how powerful we've been. Powerful? That's not the word I was looking for. Dominant is the word I was looking for. King now with the free kick. He plays it in low. Comes out to Clifton, who shoots. And Clifton scores as well. 3-0 up. 32 minutes in. This is looking like it might be embarrassing. 15th goal of the season for Danny Clifton. He's turning into a bright little find as well. Excuse me. Brought in before after the season started as well. But again, he just traps the ball and then places it into the corner. No one closes him down quick enough. And we're just absolutely cruising here. This is about as excellent a first half as anyone could have hoped for. Give overall team talk. Passionate. Keep it going. I see only a few of them like it. Why? Why are none of them liking my team talks? Alright, Walker's got it on the left. I mean, we're drawing to a close in the season now as well, so... I mean, I'm hoping, now we've got it, that we don't lose the... Oh, that's a silly tackle by Stamp. The cross comes in. Great save by Muscat. Gets it away, but Walker's got it. I'm hoping we don't lose the grip on first place. I mean, it would be... Even making it into the playoffs is going to be an absolutely extraordinary achievement, considering... I mean, well, I say that. We were predicted 8th, which is like only one spot outside, so I guess it's not too big of a surprise, but to come, you know, top 3 would be a great achievement. McAllister's going to get on the end of it. It's 4-0. Just the header over the top there from Clifton, and somehow it manages to drop down for McAllister. And he's poached. This is Route 1 football. Clifton with the header. It's going to bounce. The keeper is caught in no man's land. Neville can't get hold of it either. McAllister with the easy little finish. He's actually chipping in with a nice few goals sometimes as well. So he's actually having a pretty decent season too, the young attacking midfielder. But anyway, as I was saying, finishing sort of top 3 would be great. If we can go up automatically, it'll be just the best first step we could have hoped for. I genuinely wasn't even sort of aiming for promotion. I mean, I was aiming for promotion. Obviously, you always have to aim for promotion, but I wasn't really expecting promotion in this first season because we didn't have any central midfielders. We didn't really have anything going for us. But we've unearthed some gems in the middle, and Danny Clifton and Roy Lee are just... I'm going to have to see if I can bring Roy Lee back. If not, maybe on loan again. If not, as a permanent... Oh, Stamp steals ahead, and is he going to break down the left? Can we get a 5th? Stamp squeezes past one, plays it into the Murphin man. But I'm going to have to see if I can bring Lee back. Can we get another hat-trick? It goes into Clifton for his second. It is 5. Danny Clifton gets his second of the game. 16th goal of the season. That's... What is that? 28, 38, 44 goals between the two of the strikers. Plus another 9 from Malambo, who hasn't played in quite a while. 5-0 up, 20 minutes to go. Can't take either of them off either. Oh, that's a bad header. I think is that Roberts, I think, whiffs this header, just completely whiffs it. And they're free at the back post. Turner. I mean, he's running for the ball. You're 5-1 down, mate, with 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 22 minutes to go. Look at that. Roberts needs to do, but he was heading it back towards his own goal, it looked like, there as well. I mean, that was just wrong all around. Here we go. I'm actually going to get a highlight after a kickoff. Come on, just go straight down the end and score a 6th. Come on. Embarrass them for scoring a goal. King's got it on the right. He's quite tall. He looks ginormous. He sticks past one and then kicks it against the other. He had a chance to get away there. And it's actually breaking up the other end. Milton's got so much space down the left-hand side, he could build a swimming pool. Robert's going to go out to cover him. It's going to get drawn into it. It's going to come back to him again, though, from Hood. And back into the middle. And that is not great. It's off the bar. Get rid of it. Muscat just plays it back to Milton. I think that was Cox, actually. That's a bad header by Cox as well. And King gets blocked in. I mean, we are defending raggedly here, I think is the correct word. Roberts with a header out there into McAllister. Plays it safe. Gets it out to Lee. And finally, we can sort of get away from our own goal. Although Lee is just going to run into trouble, gives it straight back to Brooks. This is an awfully long highlight. Is that actually just going to go straight out of play? That actually just went straight out of play. King is tired, so we can take him off. We're going to bring on Jordan Chandler for a game. Shane Stamp's tired on the other side. Don't really have a left back on the bench today. Can we give Jamie Durrell some game time? We can. Muscat's having a bit of a weak game. And shall we play... Now, I'm going to leave all of this, the front three on because they're having an incredible game. No one lower than I think it was a 9 point... What's that? A 9.2 as the lowest for the three. Shane Stamp may be exhausted, but he can't really go anywhere. Although saying that, maybe he makes that tackle if he's not exhausted. But Pament has got it down the right-hand side. That's a good ball in. Moore's going to be there. It's going to be 5-2 with 5 minutes to go. Luckily, we're too far ahead for it to really matter, but that is a little bit annoying. Shane Stamp, because he's tired, can't make the tackle. Pammon with a good cross in. And Cox, man, just lets Moore get past him. That is atrocious defending, even for our level. That's just a long ball up. That's not going to go anywhere. Come on, let's get one of them. Let's get one of the strikers their hat trick. But you know what? Let's just screw it. You got 4 minutes to go attacking. As soon as this fades out, hopefully. Unless they score again, in which case... I change my mind. Don't. No way. Okay, no. Control. We want to go to control. I can't believe they scored again. Surely we can't give up a 2-goal lead. No, okay, good. Oh man, we made this game more difficult than it needed to be. Also, is that more with a hat-trick for them? Just 3 goals from crosses again, man. Stamp has just been ruined down their left side this half, but again, that is the problem. I guess it makes sense now with the stats saying we conceded a lot of goals from that left-hand side. It is a weakness, but don't really have too much I can do. I don't really have a left-back good enough. Oh, that was the wrong one. See you for the semi-final. Alright, here we are, ready for our big semi-final. I'm not even going to go through the team. We know the team. It's exactly the same as always. The same formation, same players. Let's go on. We're looking for a big performance here because winning this sends us into a final. I don't know where the final's played. I assume it's probably not anywhere special. Fleet enough about them to see off AFC Dunstable, and I expect this to be a comfortable victory. Dunstable playing in red today. Right. Pick up where you left off. I agree. Let's see. Nope. Maybe see what. Maybe I should have gone passionate. But when I go passionate, they don't like that either. So screw them, basically. Right. Let's see. What can we do early? By the way, the reason I lean sometimes is because my lack of space means my mic is right in front of my monitor. So I can't actually see the bottom middle of my screen without leaning to the left or right. So hopefully that explains that. And also why maybe sometimes I get a bit closer and further away. I've never had a mic like this before, so I'm still, working around it, but don't have enough space. Right, so 10 minutes in, that's a foul throw by Stamp. I don't even think he takes that above his head, does he? Just sort of throws that out from his chest. Stamp gets the low ball in, but it's cut out immediately by Baker, who goes long down the line. And it's kept in. Slew keeps that in somehow. Down to Lang, into Llm. Crossfield ball to Knott. King is there, though. He is a giant of a man. Look at him. He looks massive. Gets it into Clifton. King's still going forward. King is in the box. It's going to break for King. And it ends up in the chest of Windle. It was a little bit of a disappointing end, actually, considering the way that move began. King down to Clifton. Slides it in. McAllister's, that's a penalty. Surely that is a penalty. I don't even understand how that is not... Can I get the referee? It's Lee Probert is refereeing. McAllister's in. Can he actually get a shot off? He can, and it goes horribly wide. Alright, that's almost embarrassing to be associated with that shot. Right, the Murphin man saving the day, gets in front of the throw-in. Lee comes out with it, plays it into McAllister, cuts inside to Muscat, who's got acres of space, up to Clifton. 3 guys practically stood inside each other there. Back to Hood, up to Muscat, up to Clifton. We can break in here. It's out to King, and he loses it. That's his no offensive instincts breaking in. Now Slew's in. Smith, come on. Yes, good save, Smith. That's where I need you, big buddy. Slew powers it straight at him, and he's able to palm it round the post for a corner. but we've got to get this away. We're only in the 13th minute. Cox with the header out. Murphin should get on that, and we should be able to break here. Murphin, come on, break down the line. He goes down the line to Lee, who keeps it in, and he's going to break. Can he cut inside? No, he cannot. No. Although Stamp takes it off Lang again, and we disappear. So let's just play calm. Just keep waiting. Knott goes over to Stamp, who gets in the way. Murphin into Muscat. There's a lot of space here for McAllister again. Actually, if he can cut back to the left, there we go. Muscat plays it out to Clifton, who's drifted out to this side, the big target man. Into Muscat, back into Murphin. To McAllister. We are slowly making... Oh, that's a clever pass. King on the right-hand side, loads of space, cuts it in. That's got to be... It is that man again. It is Roy Lee. 29th goal of the season for Roy Lee. The cross from King and his 3 crossing. That is a clever pass by Lee. Gets the move going. Clifton out to King. Back into Lee. Powers that into the bottom corner. Low and hard. Lee's on the board. Fleeter on the board. We're 1-0 up with 30 minutes gone. Let's see if we can keep hold of this now. This is big. We must close Kevin. Okay, we'll close him down. We'll do what they say. We'll do what Gary Carragher thinks. Windle's got the goal kick here. Plays it. That's interesting. We can get on the... Oh, no. Bowles gets there first. Bowles? It's probably not Bowles, is it? That'd be a pretty awkward name, I think. I wonder if there probably is a surname somewhere. So Murphin's got it. He's going to go long. There's no one really there. But McAllister's going to get on the end of that clearing header. Plays it back into Murphin, who's going to play the short ball to Lee this time, who goes for the cheeky back heel. He's absolutely loving life today. I mean, this season he's loving life. That's into Lee again, who's open. He takes that one a bit too quickly for me. He has the chance for another touch there. He could probably take that another step or two inside and get the shot off, but... Takes the one touch, goes for the toe poke, and just skews it wide. There's still room for improvement. No, they don't like that one either. There's a lot more to come from you. So, I mean, we're 1-0 up. Not a bad first half by any stretch of the imagination. I just don't understand what the point of those is. We've had 10 shots, man, but 8 of them have been off target. Haven't hit the woodwork yet. We have had 2 clear-cut chances. 4 half chances. Nothing really come good yet. 67 minutes in. Everyone having relatively strong games. No one standing out as the weak link here. Although, maybe we give Malambo a bit of a game. Take off Danny Clifton. Bring on Malambo, I think. I mean, even with his goal, Roy Lee's only at a 6.9. You'd think he'd be higher. James Roberts struggling a little bit. The weakest of the back line by far. Last 5 minutes, no shots anywhere. Apart from Callum McAllister, had one saved. 7 shots on target now. Alright. King gets in the way of that. Is Malambo going to be able to get on? No, he isn't. But it's going to come back to King. Can he play this into Muscat? Plays it up. McAllister with the one touch. Come on. Oh. Go for that one-touch pass, and you had Malambo and Lee in there. Murphin to McAllister. This is where you squeeze it through. There you get into Malambo. He's going to get his 10th of the season. We're going to wrap that up in the 90th minute. It's going to be 2-0. Simba Malambo scores whenever he plays. He scores when he plays. He scores when he plays. Simba Malambo. He scores when he plays. But he never plays. There we go. That's may even be 10 in 10 starts now. Muscat just heads it straight out. He knows that the full-time whistle is going. There we go. Hand up in celebration. It is a cup final for the Minnows of Fleet Town against the Minnows of AFC Dunstable. But it's another episode with 2 wins out of 2. And next time I see you, it'll all have fallen apart again. Just a little bit of extra news. The final's going to be against Stratford Town. So, guess I'll see you for that, maybe. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Same as usual. Share it with everybody that you think might enjoy it. Come back tomorrow for another episode. See you then.